G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Now this is a bit of a different video. I don't usually do like breaking news videos for the AFL, but we just had a massive announcement, one that we haven't had in 12 years really, well a team entering the AFL, but we have just had an announcement that Tasmania have finally got their team revealed. They will be called the Tasmania Devils. And it's such great news to add another AFL team to the league. This will be the 19th team to the AFL. So I think it's super exciting. I think Tasmania deserve a team. We've been waiting so long for this. But they've finally got their team. And I just wanted to cover a few things that were made in the announcement recently. This video will probably be coming out a couple of hours after the announcement. So I'm sure a lot of you already know what's happened. But I just wanted to cover it because I think this is probably the biggest news we've seen in the AFL space in such a long time. And it's really good news. So first of all, like I said, the name is the Tasmania Devils. Perfect name. I don't think anyone really could have an excuse about that. Maybe a different name. I don't think there's anything else that it needed to be. And perfect. I absolutely love the name. All Tassie people wanted that name and they got it. So beautiful. They've had 150 years of history in football. I think they mentioned that about 600 times in the announcement. But, you know, they can say whatever they want in the announcement. It's been so long. So really good news for them. The colours, they are the same colours as the state colours that they basically had for football for so long. I think that's fine. I think they're perfect colours. The dark green, a rose red, and what is it called? Primrose yellow. I think they're perfect. I think they're the perfect colours. I think they would look a bit strange if they were in different colours. It doesn't really clash with anyone else in the AFL, so I think it's perfect. I wouldn't be too surprised. We'll talk about the jumper, the Guernsey, in a minute. I wouldn't be too surprised if we see like a white version of that, of the Guernsey as well, when we see it revealed. The logo, this may have been a contentious one for some people because they went with a more modern theme, but I thought it looked cool. The way they've got the name up the top, the Tasmania Devils, the devil itself is like, I think they mentioned it was like a mythical sort of look to it. I thought it was good. I think that may be a contentious one for some people, maybe. But I think it looks really fierce. I love the design of it. It shows the teeth. I just think it was perfect. They've kind of gone with the same idea of how the Tasmania, like in the past with the state sort of team and that, and the logo is is sort of similar, if you can say that. It's got like the devil on it. But it's kind of turned to the right-hand side. I'll put a picture on the screen anyway so you guys can see it if you haven't seen it. But yeah, the design I think was very nice. I thought it was a very fierce-looking devil, if you could call it that. All the stuff that I've mentioned so far, I've loved. So people were probably thinking that I'm not going to say anything wrong about it. Now we get to the jumper. I was kind of disappointed. The jumper, look, it is exactly the same as the one they wear for their state team, which I kind of expected that to happen, but I thought they were going to go something a little bit more different. I wish they incorporated the devil logo in their jumper. I wish it was... I know that it's for the Tasmanian team, so they wanted to put the map design in the middle with the T, but I really wish they incorporated the devil more than the state itself, because yes, it is the state team. I think that's great, but I would rather that be a retro Guernsey for them. I'd rather that be a design that they use for a heritage sort of jumper. I'm just thinking on the side of like, obviously they're going to have a lot of people in Tasmania being supporters. That's obviously a big deal and that's going to be great. But for the rest of Australia, if you're a kid growing up, I don't think the jumper stands out too much. That's really my thought. I think it's pretty boring per se. The colours are already pretty like low as it is. They're not like bright colours. Like you could say the Giants have got the orange that really stands out in the Gold Coast. They've got the bright oranges and yellows. I just think the logo of the Devil can really attract fans from interstate. But the fact they haven't got it in their jumper, I know I said I'm not too shocked by it, but on the fact of like trying to attract fans from out of Tasmania, I think it's just a little bit of a mismove. Now, obviously they've got 3 or 4 more years to change it, and they did mention in the announcement that they will have more jumpers to come. So I do hope that they decide to go somewhere a little bit different. I do hope that they keep that jumper and use it, because I do think it's very important for their heritage. But I do hope that they decide to go something a little bit more, I know it sounds like a bit of a wank, but a little bit more modern. That's just me. I don't know. I'm not from Tasmania, so I don't know. Maybe a lot more people for locally will absolutely love it, and maybe other people do as well. And again, I'm not saying that they have to get rid of it, but I do think that it's just a little bit boring. That's my opinion on it. And the one other thing that I wanted to announce from this huge announcement was the fact that they announced founding memberships. Now, I think this is a good idea, and I think it's an absolutely great idea how the way they've done it. They have said that they are going to release $10 memberships. Now, I think that's a great idea because that can just let anyone join. I may even go and join it. I'm from Adelaide. I think I may go and join it just to give some support to this new team because I think that's a really good idea. They've made it $10 so anyone can join up. I'm assuming for $10 you're not going to get much. Basically just like a founder's fee, but I don't mind that. $10 is nothing. I pay $12 for 2 coffees on the weekend when I walk my dog. I think I can afford $10 to give to the new AFL team that have been looking for it for basically 150 years. As this video goes on, I'll probably be showing a few graphics from the announcement and stuff anyway of like history from the Tasmanian side of things. But I just am super excited for a new AFL team to be coming to the comp. I think it's needed. I think the next question comes after they come to the AFL. If we do get a 20th team, I think we may in the future. I don't know. It's not going to be like the Gold Coast and the Giants. I don't think they're going to be releasing year on year. I think that's a little bit too close together. I just don't know about 19. I don't know about an odd number in the league. I just think that we probably should even it out. I don't really like the idea of teams having buys every single week. That year between the Gold Coast and the Giants joining, I think was a little bit annoying. Having to have that team have a buy every team have a buy every single week. So I would like to see a 20th team eventually join. Maybe that's a comment down below you guys can leave if you would like to see a 20th team where you want them to be located. Make sure to let me know down below as well if you are a Tasmanian or even if you are just a football supporter, how excited you are for a new team to come to the AFL. I'm super excited. I may even go and join the membership now. Hashtag Team Devils, they kept on mentioning. So I really hope that they do join. I really hope when they do join that they do join with some real success because we've obviously seen the coin on both sides here with the Gold Coast, how they, it was a pretty poor start. That's very, very generous. And the Giants, of course, how they are now. They're a pretty good team. They've even made a grand final in their history. So make sure to let me know down below how you feel about this announcement, guys. I'm still a Swans fan. I'm not going anywhere. Sorry to the Sydney people out there. But maybe the Tassie Devils, I love the name. The Tassie Devils, awesome. They may be my second or third team. Great to see a new team come to the AFL. And yeah, the podcast will be coming out on Wednesday, guys. So make sure to check it out. But that's all from me. So I'll catch us all in the next one.